As you're seeing this video, today is the last day of 2021. So what better time than now for me to share my favorite fragrance purchases from the past year. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you my favorite fragrance discoveries over the last year. So I was gonna try to narrow this list down to 10, but y'all, I have hauled a lot of fragrances this year. I did not count them. I'm a little scared to count them, but I hauled a lot. So we're at 15 with one honorable mention, and I think that is pretty darn good because I discovered some really good fragrances this year. So the criteria that you should know about for this list is just that these were fragrances that I experienced for the very first time this year. So you won't see any of like my old favorites in this video because I've had them longer than 2021. So I already have a video of my top 10 fragrances. I will link that video for you guys if you want to refer to that one as well. But today we're just talking about 2021. So I wanted to limit this list to fragrances that I purchased. I did get a few fragrances sent to me via PR this year, and I'm very thankful for those. But I know some of you all really don't like to see PR purchases. You prefer to see what somebody has purchased with their hard-earned money. So I get that. So the honorable mention that I have is one that I really wanted to include on this list. It was one that I felt like I couldn't do this list without, but it was sent to me. So the honorable mention is none other than Wesley Chapel Sweetie Oud. I love this fragrance. Although it was sent to me by the brand, I do not have to mention in this video. I didn't even have to mention it in any video, honestly. They did not require anything of me. They just sent it to me to try. And I felt like it would be a disservice if I did not include it in this video. So although it was sent to me, that means nothing. That honestly means nothing. I could have gotten this and never talked about it with you all. So this fragrance is a beauty, and it really makes me want to try some more from the brand. It is a oud scent, but it has some chocolatey notes to it, and then it also has a bit of a bakery vibe to it as well, which makes it very interesting. So oud, spices, chocolate, and bakery notes is what I get from this. It's quite grown up, but it still has gourmand touches to it. I love it. It's blended very well. The oud in this is very tame, but it's still there. So if you don't like oud at all, I don't know, you may not like this just because you can smell the oud, but it's a very tame oud. It's very well blended. And I think this is definitely one you should smell. It won't be for everybody because I feel it is quite unique, but it is definitely one for me. And I am so glad I was able to try this out this year. So that is Wesley Chapel Sweetie Oud. So the rest of these fragrances will be in no particular order. These would just be my top 15 of 2021. Now keep in mind, because these are my favorites, you've probably heard me talk a bit about each one of them. So if I have a dedicated review video, I will definitely link it as I talk about the video in the eye in the sky. I think it's on this side. I always get the side wrong, so who knows, but I will link it for you guys. And I'm gonna try not to be too long-winded on these fragrances because like I said, you've heard me talk about every single one of these. So first one up is Dior Vanilla Diorama. And this fragrance came out a few months ago, and it came and stole my heart, honestly. It is a quite beautiful gourmand vanilla, but it is spicy and it is a little bit boozy and a tad bit smoky. And it also has this sweet orange smell to it. So the citrus in here is a sweeter orange scent, but it's also a little bit zingy, like there's bergamot in there as well. I believe it's either bergamot or lime in this fragrance as well. So when you first spray it, you get a lot of that, but as it dries on your skin, that kind of fades to the background. So the citrus notes kind of fade to the background, but they still remain throughout the entire scent. So this is a beautiful vanilla scent in my opinion, and I think that it's perfect for cold weather, but I also feel like you can wear it year round because it's not a very heavy vanilla. It's actually quite lightweight on the skin. It doesn't ever really feel overpowering, which I really love about it. So that is Dior Vanilla Diorama. The next fragrance that I have is a really unique one, and this is from Maison Margiela, the replica line, and this is Matcha Meditation. So as the name would imply, this does have the scent of matcha tea. but it's so good. This is definitely a gourmand. So you get that scent of the matcha tea, but combined with white chocolate. So it's quite sweet, it's green, it is slightly floral, but the florals do not take away from the deliciousness of this fragrance. So to me, you get a little bit of like white florals in this scent, but they are definitely in the very background of the fragrance. So overall, the vibe that I get from it is the matcha and the white chocolate. So quite a sweet tea scent that is quite calming, but also quite delicious. I love this one. It's quite unique. I haven't smelled anything like this. And I really don't hear people talk about this, but it's honestly amazing. Again, it won't be for everybody because it is quite unique, but it's amazing. You need to get your nose on this one. So that is Matcha Meditation. The next fragrance is one that I haven't talked about a ton, but that's only because I got it near the end of the season that I would wear it in. So this is from L'artisan Parfumer, and it is Banana. So this is a banana scent, but it also has some musk in there and amber. And so overall, it gives you this feeling of a very musky, warm banana scent. It is gorgeous and quite unique. I love it. This one was definitely inspired by From Abby with Love. She talked about it probably sometime last year, and it's been on my list forever. However, y'all know I'm a bargain shopper, and I had never tried any fragrances from this brand, and so I didn't really know if I should pay full price for this. So that's why it took me so long to purchase it. And I already had a banana scent, so I didn't know if I needed to. But let me tell you, this one is definitely the better of the two that I have. So I'm so happy that I went out on a limb and tried it. It's absolutely gorgeous, perfect for summer. You could actually wear this year round, but to me, when I smell banana, I think about summer, spring. So I'll probably only wear it during that time. But it doesn't feel so tropical and so fruity that I think it would feel out of place in the colder weather. It's just that for me, I like to separate my scents. But if you are not like me and you wear your scents year round, definitely check this one out. It is gorgeous, sweet, delicious smelling, and quite grown up for a banana scent. So that is Banana from L'Artisan Parfumer. So the next fragrance I have may surprise a lot of you, but this is from Kayali, and it is Musk 12. So the reason I said this will probably surprise a lot of you is because this one doesn't get that much love. It is a sweet, musky scent that just smells so gorgeous to me. So the musk in this is clean, but it's also quite comforting, and it smells like there are some fruity notes in it. Even though I don't believe any fruits are listed, that's what it smells like a fruity but clean musk scent. And it just feels very warm and enveloping, even though it also smells clean. I love this one for out of the shower. I love it for going to bed. It feels quite comforting, and it reminds me of something from my childhood or from like my teenage years, I think, but I don't know exactly what it is. But I know this doesn't get a lot of love, but I happen to love it. It's not the longest lasting scent, but for this type of scent, I don't need it to be. So yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. That is Musk 12 from Kayali. So next up, I have another one from Kayali, and this is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. So this was a new release this year, and this is my favorite release of the year. Y'all know Kayali has been coming out with some bangers this year. I think they released like 4 or 5 fragrances this year, which is a lot, especially for them, because I think over the past few years, they only released 1 other fragrance besides their starting 4 fragrances that they came out with initially. So it's been a lot, but I have actually loved the releases that I picked up from them this year, and this one is by far my favorite. So this one to me is a spicy rose scent. When you first spray this one, I get a lot of that rose, and it's a very pretty, sweet, feminine rose with the spiciness in there from the pink pepper. However, as it dries down, it turns into more of what I think of as a rose oud scent. Even though oud is not listed in this fragrance, to me it smells like a rose oud scent that is quite sweet and a little bit syrupy. So think of Oud Satin Mood, but sweeter and more feminine. I love it. And it's perfect for year-round use because even though it is what I call a rose and oud scent, no oud, I know, but that's what I call it. Even though it is one of those type scents, it's not very heavy. So I can wear this during the summer. Now I wouldn't wear it out like if I'm gonna be outside in 100-degree weather, but during the summer, if I'm going to work and gonna be inside air conditioning, then it was perfectly okay. I love this one. So this is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. So the next fragrance I have is from Armani, and this is from the Privé line. It's called Blue Lazuli. Look at this bottle. Love it. So I picked this up earlier in the year, and when I initially got it, I thought it was a summer scent, but now that it's gotten a little colder, I feel like I can wear this one year round for sure. So this is a honey tobacco scent. However, I know when I say honey tobacco, you probably are thinking, what? How can that be summer? But this is not done in a heavy way. This is done in a very light way. So honey tobacco are the main notes, but also I feel like there's some vanilla in this, but it never gets heavy, and that amazes me because when I say those types of notes, I don't know why this is not a heavier scent. It smells very, I don't know, it almost has a tropical feel to it. It's quite hard to explain because with those notes, that tells me that it should be cold weather only. But when I smell this, I don't get that. This is absolutely amazing. The honey in this is just very clean smelling, but still very realistic smelling. I love this one, y'all. So I'm sorry, I feel like I did not describe this one well, but I do have a video talking all about it, so maybe I described it better than that. So check that out. But it is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, highly recommend Blue Lazuli. So in that same vein, the next scent I have is from Tom Ford, and it is Soleil Brûlant. Now the reason I said in that same vein is because to me, these two fragrances sit on the same bus. They are not the same, but I feel like they smell similar. They're not dupes at all. I just think that if you like this one, you will like this one, and vice versa. So to me, this one kind of smells like a honey tobacco combination. However, no tobacco is listed in this fragrance, but when I smell it, it smells like that. But this one is definitely heavier, it's thicker, it feels very syrupy, and there's also some sort of grassy or hay type note in this fragrance that keeps it from getting too sickly sweet. So although the notes are heavy, I was still able to wear this during the summer if I was going to be inside, and definitely fall, winter, I can wear this as well. It's a little bit too thick and too heavy for very hot days if I'm going to be outside, but other than that, yeah, it's amazing, y'all. I love this scent. This again is not for everyone. A lot of people do not like this scent, but I feel like it's very unique. It wears very well on my skin, and I get compliments every single time I wear it. So that is Soleil Brûlant from Tom Ford. The next fragrance I have is from Atelier Colognes, and this is Santal Carmine. So this fragrance to me is one that I feel is a bit hard to describe. It has sandalwood, it has saffron, it has this sweet nature to it, and it also kind of has a molecular type feel to it as well. I don't know, it's quite hard to explain. Some people do compare it to Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't get that at all. I don't think this smells like BR 540. However, the airiness that is in this fragrance is similar to BR 540. So this one feels very light, very airy when you smell it, but I still do get a lot of compliments on it. Also, this is one that I feel like I can go nose blind to sometimes, but then people will smell it on me. So in that instance, it is similar to BR 540, but they don't smell alike in my opinion. They do have saffron in common, but they don't smell alike. So if you're looking for a dupe of BR 540, this one is not it. This is its own scent, and it is a beauty. The saffron is just absolutely gorgeous in this. And then mixed with that sandalwood, it's just beautiful and quite creamy and perfect for year-round, honestly. So this is Atelier Cologne Santal Carmine. So the next fragrance I have is from Dior, and this is called Tabacalore. So I picked this up early in the year, and I love it. I have loved it since I first laid my nose on it, and I still love it just as much now. So obviously by the name, there is tobacco in here. And I think there's actually like 2 or 3 different types of tobacco in this fragrance. So it is tobacco heavy. However, it is very syrupy sweet. So the honey in this makes it feel or smell very sticky, very syrupy, very delicious. Even though the tobacco is there, this smells almost edible in my opinion. It is so good. Also, this thing is a beast. It lasts all day. You do not need a lot of it. Now, because of the nature of the fragrance, this one is one that I can only wear during cold weather, so I'm not able to use it as much as I would like, but it is absolutely delicious. And if you live in an area where you get a lot of cold weather, you have to check this out if you like sweet scents. Some people I know can't get on with honey too well, but in my opinion, that shouldn't stop you from smelling this, because the honey in this just smells so luxe. Like it smells like honey, but sometimes honey gets a bit animalic or it can be a bit too natural smelling. This one, I don't know, I just have a hard time imagining somebody who wouldn't love the way this smells. So get your nose on it if you're able to. This is Dior Tobacco Lure. So the next fragrance I have is Kilian Lure Vert. Now I did say that I was mentioning just purchase fragrances, but I honestly forgot about this. This was sent to me from Influencer, but I purchased it before they sent it to me. I sold my bottle that I purchased, and this one was sent to me. So I did want to let y'all know that I completely forgot when I was planning this video, so forgive me. But I love this fragrance. It is quite different. Not a lot of people talk about this one, but it's gorgeous. It's based around the note of absinthe, which is a liquor or a liqueur. And to me, that smells like licorice, and that's what I get from this fragrance. So it's licorice, it's spicy, it's a little sweet, and it is just very enveloping. I feel like whenever I wear this fragrance, it just surrounds me. There's something about it that makes me feel very warm, very cozy when I wear this. I actually wore this last week, and I loved every second of it. It's gorgeous. Perfect scent for cold weather. If you like licorice, you should definitely give this one a smell. So that is Lure Vert by Kilian. The next fragrance that I have is another one from by Kilian, and this one is Apple Brandy on the Rocks. So I love the smell of this fragrance. It is absolutely gorgeous. It opens up very fresh and very zesty, and it almost smells like there's some mint in this fragrance. But then as it dries down, you get more of that apple smell, and you get more of the brandy smell and a little bit of oak in the background. However, because of that opening, it never feels really heavy. If you smell the original Apple Brandy by Kilian, that one to me is definitely more of a literal apple brandy scent. It's quite heavy smelling and quite realistic. This one is definitely a fresher, lighter, more perfume-like take on that. So I love this one. It's absolutely gorgeous. Although it starts out really fresh, like I said, as it dries down, you do get more of the apple brandy tones from it, but that fresh, like sparkling lime / mint combination they have going on never really goes away, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's quite unique. It does have some downfalls. I have a video all about it, but even with its downfalls, I love it, and it made my top 15. So this next fragrance is one that I have not had very long at all, but it came in and shook me, y'all. This is none other than Initio Oud for Greatness. I'm not even gonna spray this one because it will take over this room. It is a beast. It is absolutely gorgeous. So this fragrance to me is all about the smooth and sweet saffron. It's quite sweet, it's quite spicy. The oud in here you can smell, but it's done so well. It is so smooth and very well blended, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now again, this one gets compared to BR 540, like everything with saffron, I feel like. And there are some similarities, but I will compare it just because I know a lot of you all have smelled 540. So if you think about 540, this one is definitely more full, deeper, and I would say even sweeter, and definitely more projecting, more beast mode than 540, if you can believe that. So I just want to do that comparison because I know a lot of y'all have smelled 540, but you may not have had a chance to smell Oud for Greatness. But this one is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, you don't need a lot of this, and it lasts forever. So even though it's expensive, it would last you forever, because honestly, this is the type of scent you're not going to need to overspray at all. And if you do, you probably will regret it. So that is Initio Oud for Greatness. So the last three fragrances are all from Xerjoff, and honestly, I fell in love with Xerjoff this year. I'm thinking about doing a Xerjoff collection video. Let me know if y'all want that. I don't have a ton, but I think I have probably around 8. So I could definitely do that if that's something you're interested in. But the first one that I'm going to share with you from Xerjoff is none other than Italica. So this one was one that was love at first sniff for me. I did an unboxing of this fragrance, and everybody saw my reaction on that video. And it was love. I love this. It is very edible smelling, very realistic pastry smelling. So to me, this kind of reminds me of like an almond croissant with milk. There's something, I shouldn't say with straight milk though, like I don't know, maybe with cream, because it smells quite creamy. It does smell milky, but to me, the milk is not so overwhelming, but the milk is definitely there. And then the almond is quite sweet in this and a little bit powdery, but this just smells like delicious food. I love the smell of this. Again, this won't be for everybody because it does smell so literal, but to me, it just smells so good. I have a hard time imagining somebody not liking this. But I know not all of y'all like to wear edible scents, so I get it, but it smells so delicious. I'm so happy I picked this up, and I think I got a little bit of a deal on this, but honestly, if I had to do it again and I could not find a deal, now that I know how it smells, I would pay full price, y'all, and that's saying a lot, because this is, I think, over $300, but it's amazing. So that is Xerjoff Italica. The next one that I have is Xerjoff Dolce Amalfi. So this fragrance is an absolute gem to me. I wish I would have gotten a larger bottle, but honestly, you don't need a lot of this fragrance. When I smell this, I immediately think about juicy fruit gum. So this is based around the note of quince, which is a fruit. I've never smelled that. And one of you all let me know that it's not a tropical fruit. However, when I smell it, that's what it smells like some sort of tropical fruit with a lot of spice in it and a lot of sweetness. So I'm not even sure what the spices are in this. If I had to guess, I would think maybe cardamom. I think cloves are in this as well. And I think maybe nutmeg or something like that. So to me, this fragrance is a juxtaposition of sweet tropical scent with spices that I would normally associate with colder weather scents. This is absolutely amazing. I think it's perfect for year round. Now, some people say this is too heavy for the summertime for them, whereas others relish this in the summer, but I feel like I could wear this year round and it's absolutely intoxicating. I love this scent, y'all. I love it. Absolutely amazing. So that is Dolce Amalfi. And then the last fragrance is one that I've had a love-hate relationship with, but overall it is a love for me. I can't deny it. I don't want to love it, but I do. This is Xerjoff Cruz del Sur 2. So this is my beautiful creamy mango scent. So this smells like very sweet, like almost overripe mango, but mix that with some sort of cream, because this does have a bit of a lactonic feel to it. Again, the milkiness to this is not anything that smells sour or anything like that. It just gives it a lot of creaminess, and I have not smelled anything that comes close to this. This is just amazing. It's so realistic. Think like mango sorbet or something. I don't even know how that smells, but that's just me guessing. This smells so good. My problem with this is the performance. Got a video all about it. I'll link it for you guys, but I don't even care. Like, I love this fragrance so much that I do not even care. It's expensive, but I do not even care. That's how much I love the smell of this. I can't wait till when it gets hot again. I mean, it's hot here now, but like spring, summer, I can't wait to pull this back out. It's amazing. So look how much I've used. And that is, after using it for a while, I stopped using it because I was getting scared that I was running it down too quick. But y'all, I might use this up next year. I don't even know. It's amazing. You have to smell this one. If you love mango, I'm gonna say this is a must-have. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. So that is Cruz del Sur 2 from Xerjoff. So those are my best fragrance discoveries of 2021. This video was so fun to do. If you make videos and you do one of these, leave a link to it down below in the comment section so I can check it out. I love watching these type of roundups, especially for those of you that I have followed for a while and you haul a lot like me. I love to see the roundup at the end of the year to see what really made your favorites. Even if you don't do videos, let us know maybe your top 2 or top 3 fragrances of the year down below. New discoveries only, not your old faves. We want to know about the new bae. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed and follow me over on Instagram. Before I leave, I definitely want to say Happy New Year to you all. I hope 2022 is way better than the last 2 years. I'm praying that it is for all of us. So Happy New Year, be safe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next year. Bye.